Networking for success. Building a successful business can take a lot of time, effort, and energy. So having a strong network to draw support and ideas from is crucial. This video has some great tips to help move you towards networking success. Engaging with other like-minded people has many benefits. From finding potential investors to uncovering new opportunities, networking is a key part of any business owner's toolkit. Right, let's get started. There are 4 key elements to building and managing effective networks that help grow and nurture your circle of influence. With a networking mindset, you can focus on building relationships through collaboration and connections. Start thinking about who can you network with? What are the opportunities? Where do you find them? Identifying your opportunities will ensure you are channeling energy and effort into building and nurturing the best connections and networks. One of the critical steps in networking is managing effective networks and building mutually beneficial relationships. In today's digital world, we can focus on building relationships and bringing people together in different ways, like collaborating and engaging using digital tools. Then bring it all together during key networking activities to practice networking and build your confidence. Let's take a closer look at the networking mindset. Generally, people are social beings, so why do we find networking so hard or intimidating? If you're apprehensive about networking, try thinking about it like this. It's never about selling, it's about giving. If we reframe networking this way, it shifts from being an awkward, transactional process to one of meaning and satisfaction through helping others. There will be many situations in business, like networking, where you'll feel out of your comfort zone, but that's okay. It means you're learning and growing, so try to embrace feeling uncomfortable to get comfortable. We've all been in situations where we talk to people we've never met before. By adopting a positive networking mindset, we can change our perspective from a casual chat to engaging on a deeper level. To help move towards networking success and become an effective networker, you need to act before any networking activity. Make a simple plan detailing your networking goals and how you intend to achieve them. Think about the key actions and activities. A good idea is to ask someone you trust to be your accountability buddy. You're then tasked to talk through your plan and regularly check in with them. Schedule in time to make networking a priority. Once you have your networking mindset and you've decided to act, think about where the networking opportunities are. One of the wonderful benefits of networking is establishing close relationships with a strong circle of key supporters within your community. This circle is a great source of support and help, and in return it provides you with the opportunity to demonstrate your expertise and share your skills and knowledge. Decide who you would like to meet and what you would like to accomplish by meeting them. Essentially, create a plan by listing potential networks. A great place to start is to do some online research. Many social channels such as LinkedIn and Facebook have networking groups that you can request to join. You can also research online for in-person networking events using online event specialists. Best approach is to let your fingers do the walking, using your preferred search engine. If it's an event, do some research to understand the theme and the type of people attending. Again, decide who you want to connect with and why. In your plan, refine your list of potential networks and contacts. Next, contact the key people you have identified. Communicate why you've reached out to them, thinking how you can add value to the relationship. Register for the networking events you have identified and make it happen. Remember to put in place a plan to get in touch with all your different networks identified. Decide how to reach out to new connections, how often, and diarize. Don't forget to ask for referrals. But where do you start to build your circle of influence? You could try local business support, for example, chambers of commerce, industry associations, conferences and trade shows, co-working spaces and community gatherings, or virtual networking events. As you build networking experience, try to intentionally build key relationships that give you a balanced circle of connections. Now that you are ready to build your network and meet new people, it's important to make a great first impression. Research suggests it only takes 7 seconds for people to form an impression of who you are. The 3 V's come into play when we communicate with someone face to face, either in person or virtually. 55% is visual, or your look, 38% is vocal, your tone and clarity, and 7% is verbal, what you say. Visual is your body language, including your facial expressions. It's also the way you dress and how you present yourself. Generally, the first thing people will notice when they meet you is how you look. Your voice, tone and pace are the vocal elements, essentially how you say your words. It can be easy to give people mixed messages depending on how you use your voice. Verbal is the words you use and what you say. Here are some tips to help you to make a great first impression. Use strong body language when you're sitting or standing. You will come across as confident. Be aware of bad gestures, like folding your arms or fidgeting, as these can be viewed as negative and lead to the wrong impression. Lean in slightly when talking. This shows that you're interested and listening intently. Make eye contact. This demonstrates that you are engaged and builds your credibility. Smiling makes you more approachable, and people will feel more comfortable engaging in conversation. Dress for the occasion. If possible, do your research so that you can be sure of what the suitable attire is. Now you understand how to make a great first impression. What you say in the next 30 seconds or so is incredibly important. Before attending any networking event or meeting someone new, it's important to develop a 30-second commercial about yourself and your business. You may have heard of an elevator pitch, but the real magic is in your elevator story. Your elevator story should articulate your business's unique point of difference in a clear and concise way. It needs to quickly grab your audience's attention and provide persuasive reasons to hear more from you. An elevator story is an overview or summary of who you are, what your business does, and how it can help solve a customer's problem, or how it can make their life easier. There are 6 elements to an effective elevator story. It should be concise. You should be able to say it all by the time an elevator gets from the 4th floor to the ground floor. It's important to use simple and clear language and avoid using industry jargon. It needs to be compelling and explain the problem your product or service solves, or how it makes your customers' life easier. It must demonstrate that you're credible, clearly outlining your experience and expertise. And it should be conversation fit. While based on the same theme, it's tailored to each individual audience. It should generate two-way conversation, so make it chatty. Have a go at crafting your own elevator story using this technique. As it evolves, continue to refine it. Like anything, practice makes perfect. The more you use it, the more natural it will sound. Now that you know how to create a compelling elevator story, you are ready to take the interaction to the next level. Active listening is a soft skill that is definitely a superpower every networker needs. By default, we generally listen to respond versus listening to understand. Try being fully present in the conversation. Open your mind to the opportunities and practice patience when listening to others. When networking, it's best to be authentically interested in the person you are connecting with by being a thoughtful listener. This is where you listen with intent, digest the information they are sharing, and respond thoughtfully and constructively. Generally, people are comfortable talking about themselves and have a story to tell. Make sure you give the person you are connecting with the opportunity to tell theirs. You don't know what great opportunities may present themselves as a result. Here's a couple of tips to take your active listening skills to the next level. Demonstrate patience by focusing on the other person instead of your own thoughts. This one is hard, but worth doing to make a deeper connection. Paraphrase and summarize what the other person is saying to make sure you have fully understood and heard them correctly. It's now time to take the conversation from okay to great. Often people can struggle to continue the conversation after initially meeting someone. It can seem awkward to take the conversation to the next level. This is where TEDS comes in handy. It will open the dialogue and promote two-way conversation. TEDS enables you to ask open questions. The person you are engaging with gets the opportunity to share about themselves or their business. Here's examples of TEDS in action. It's great that you're starting a new business. Tell me more about it. You said earlier you've recently started to export. I'm looking at exporting too. Can you explain the ins and outs of exporting to me? That new project you are working on sounds interesting. Can you describe it in more detail to me? It's exciting that you've launched your new website. Could you show it to me? I'd love to see it. TEDS helps the conversation flow by asking open questions. It promotes healthy and open dialogue and minimizes awkward silences. As well as networking, you can use TEDS in many different conversations and situations. It's a great tool to have in your back pocket to use when needed. Networking and connecting virtually has become more common. So it's important that you create a memorable virtual experience for your audience. Cable will help you to do this. Research shows that eye contact is one of the most powerful ways that people can connect with one another. Make sure your camera is at an eye level or slightly above. This will demonstrate that you are engaging and talking directly to your audience. Good audio is essential. People will generally forgive poor video, as this can be turned off, but are far less forgiving with bad audio. Use a good microphone that can pick up your voice clearly and helps to reduce background noise. Think about your background. You want to use a background that is suitable for the context of your virtual meeting. Most platforms have virtual backgrounds that you can customize. Having the right lighting is crucial. If possible, you want natural lighting to illuminate your face so that other people can see you clearly. Best practice is to face the window or another light source so your camera can capture you in the best light. Check the environment you will be in when virtual networking. Minimize any distractions and noise. You want a space that is quiet so you can focus on engaging your audience and be 100% present without any distractions. Bringing everything together, here are some top tips to move you towards networking success. Be prepared. Planning and preparation is key to effective networking. Do your research. Make networking happen. Schedule the time in your calendar and be relentless in protecting this time. Think of networking as an essential part of your business that's a must-do, not a nice-to-do. Keep an open posture with an open mind. Body language is a dead giveaway of how you are feeling in person and virtually. Let your communication and messaging match your behaviors and body language. Be a chameleon. Make sure that you dress for the occasion and your clothing is appropriate for the situation. Virtual works. You can make a meaningful connection with someone face to face or virtually. It is also more cost effective and efficient in terms of saving time. Be a connector. This is someone who genuinely and proactively wants to connect people that they know who could have good synergies and forge a great connection. Fortune is in the follow-up. Be the person who follows up and make sure you are regularly checking in with key networks you have built. Continue to nurture and grow the relationship. Don't assume how someone would like to be contacted. Always ask what their preferred method is. The great news is, effective networking is a skill that improves with practice. And just like most activities, the more you practice, the easier it gets. You'll start feeling more confident and comfortable in many networking situations. The key to getting ahead is just getting started. So start your plan today. Happy networking.